Harbour. Ah! Trying to steer. Every time she sees the steering wheel, she's trying to steer. The little terror is up. All right, we're about to get out of here. Jordan had to go to the store and get some extra diapers, so with a little bit of a late start this morning trying to get our crap together, but we're gonna do probably the next 2 nights on anchor all the way to Lake Guntersville, get past Chattanooga, maybe even get all the way to Grand Rivers, Pickwick in a couple days. That's the plan, at least. We'll see how much we run it on plane. But got the whole family here. Dad's here, Mom's here, Harbor's here. Steve was nice enough to let us all come on this trip. It was originally just gonna be me and Harbour, but my parents said they wouldn't mind joining if they paid their own way, so they're coming to help. Plenty of boat for it. Once we come out of the slip, we immediately have to go over to Fort Loudoun Lock and Dam and hail them on Channel 14 to get out of the lake. So we got a lock to do right away, and gotta get all the stuff going with us. Apparently some of these fenders stay on the dock and lines come with us. Got full tanks of fuel, full tank of water, empty black tank, and of course the star of the show shows up.
Day one we forgot diapers, so here we are buying them and about to take off.
All right.
Got us a treat.
Oh, of course you went and got ice cream. All right. Got the key on. Oh. Let's reset the key. Come back on. There we go. Took me a minute to figure out these Volvo screens, they don't work. All of the engine monitoring systems are on this Maritron screen, and they're on the Garmin. So that's how we'll monitor everything. VHF right here, so. Bow and stern thruster, 500 cruisers yachts. All right, I'm ready when you are. The fenders on the dock, stay on the dock.
All right, we're clear.
Illinois River bound. We were Mackinac City, Michigan bound. Just walk it out of here real slow. She's got a pretty good delay to her. That's interesting. I'm gonna go slow just in case we did forget a line. Lake life, dock life. Got fingers on both sides of the boat, which is always nice. It's beautiful weather up here. It's 80 degrees, no wind. Yeah, she got a little bit of a delay there. Starboard reverse, port forward. Just letting her come around. A lot of guys are impatient and they'll stop right about now and throw it in all forward. Don't do that. Let it come all the way around. Now we can go to all forward. These Tennessee lakes are beautiful up here. Super nice.
I feel like that'd be my reaction, I think, but I don't know, I could black out and don't
33 feet under us. Steering's looking good. Out of the marina. Loudoun Lock, Loudoun Lock.
Yeah, go ahead, Loudoun.
Good morning. Westbound pleasure craft, just approaching the lock.
I couldn't catch that direction. What was that, downbound?
Copy that. Pleasure craft downbound, approaching the lock.
10 forecast. In about 15 minutes or so, I'll have it ready for you. Just be rigged to your starboard. Got 3 to choose from.
Roger that. Appreciate it. 15 minutes.
Okay.
And where's my
15
dad?
minutes till the lock opens. Okay? Can you tell Greg 15 minutes until the lock opens?
Greg, 15 minutes till the lock opens.
Okay.
We need those ball fenders. Hey, Harbour, are you excited to go on your river trip?
Is this your first river?
Yeah, I guess so for her, except for Okeechobee. Well, she hadn't done Okeechobee either. She did in the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're on the Tennessee River. This is one of the lakes on the Tennessee River, so we got to get down Loudoun Lock here, and then I forgot the next lock, how far down it is. I'll look it up real quick, but we have 380 miles to Pickwick. So we are basically doing most of the Tennessee River, which is pretty cool. We're going to go through Chattanooga and Lake Guntersville, all that stuff. Done the Lake Guntersville stretch before. Nice day. All right, after this lock, we have 62 miles until Watts Bar Lock and Dam. So the lock and dam on the south side of Watts Bar Lake. So I gotta call them next, see if there's any commercial traffic going. If not, we might just get on plane and run on down there, make up some good time, get past another lock before the end of the day. Yeah, I don't know how deep it is, but. Bubba. Hey, Wobble.
Okay, let me go grab the eggs and then I'll be right back.
Thanks for the quick log, buddy. Have a good one.
Come here, let's eat a blueberry.
She screams. She screams right as I hit the button.
Yeah, I know. Mama's coming right back.
Welcome to Yacht Delivery with a 10-month-old, 11-month-old.
Where's your cargo?
Jeez. 62 miles to the next lock. So we'll probably cruise and get settled in here slow for the next couple hours, and then we might get it up on plane and see if we can do 100 miles or so on plane to finish the day. Get past that lock and keep on moving, go find an anchorage somewhere. Trying to find my best economy here. we're doing about 10 mile an hour right now, and we're burning about 10 gallons an hour, 5 gallons an hour per motor, and we're doing, if I slow it down to 900 RPM, we're doing 8 gallons an hour at 8 miles an hour, 8.5. So that's 1 mile to the gallon. I figured we'd be doing a little better than that. Bump it up here to 950. Yeah, about 8.5 knots, probably what you want. About 1,000 RPM. That's what it appears, at least. All right, it's deep most of the time, everywhere. You got me? Like, most of the time, you never have to worry about it until you come to one part of the river where there's a choke point and there's 2 markers and you're not paying attention because the last 50 miles was nice and wide and deep. And all of a sudden, you come up on 2 markers and you have to hit those 2 markers and you miss the 2 markers and then you run aground. You got me? So just because the last 50 miles were good doesn't mean there's not a choke point up here that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
If he's coming at us right now, and I say, eastbound tow, see you on the 1 whistle. See you on the 1, that means we're gonna pass port to port. He's gonna pass me over here.
Oh, wait, you're gonna have to write this.
Port to port is a 1 whistle. If he's coming at you, and then he says, I'll see you on the 2, that means he wants you over here and you're gonna pass starboard to starboard. He's gonna come this way.
Okay. 1 port, 2.
I mean,
stern to
I'll
stern.
help you on the first couple, but that's what you gotta do.
A nice way to
Well. Ah! Ah! Harbor! Ah! Goofball.
Show those houses up on
She's already trying to steer. Every time she sees the steering wheel, she's trying to steer. Go to port, Harbor. The beautiful Tennessee River. 2-3 times a year, I love doing these river trips for the deliveries. Definitely very peaceful, nice change of pace from the salt. You don't get your butt rocked all the time. Gorgeous up here. Got Dad up there running the boat. What does it say, 14 feet? Yeah. A little skinny right here. Well, you said you saw some black buffalo back there?
Oh, hush up now. Your father.
Black buffalo, not cows. They're up here goofing off. All right, let me go over my numbers. So we got 380 miles to Pickwick. Then we got 180 miles from Pickwick to Grand Rivers up the Tennessee River. For those of you that don't know, the Tennessee River, in a part of it, does flow north. It kind of goes like this, and then it turns up, and it flows north, which is kind of cool. And that it flows north up to Grand Rivers, Green Turtle Bay, at Barkley Lock, Kentucky Lock. We'll probably have to go through Barkley Lock. And then from there, we have 588 miles from Grand Rivers to Chicago via the Ohio River, Mississippi River, Illinois River. So unfortunately, we found out that the Lockport Lock south of Chicago is closed until May 19th. So we are working on finding a marina on the Illinois River to keep the boat for a month, and then we'll come back to it and finish it. But either way, we still have 7-8 days ahead of us. So that'll probably put us at like 400 miles, 450 miles. I haven't exactly calculated it all the way to somewhere around the Lockport Lock, but regardless, we got a lot of river to do, and then we'll wrap this trip up, I guess, another time. Hopefully maybe in late May or something like that, come back to it and finish it. Get it to Mackinac City where it is going to stay. So Steve is going to use the boat up there for a season, maybe 2, and then he'll start the loop at some point. But he wanted it up there for the summer. I've had this trip on the calendar since last October. Discussed it. Steve came and had the boat all ready to go, so everything's looking good. Kind of outfitted it, provisioned it for us. But yeah, we got a solid 1,000 miles here coming.
What's more lock this, Matt?
Hey Matt, we're downbound about 40 miles from you. Just want to check, see if you got any commercial traffic up there that we'd be waiting on.
Well, I don't know when you plan on being here.
Well, I was going to get it on plane, so it could be an hour, it could be 3 hours.
I'm not sure. I know the Bearcat is at Hiawassee if it's heading this way, but it probably won't be here for about 5-6 hours.
Really? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll beat it there. All right, buddy. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take your time, man. Don't burn the fuel.
I got you. All right, brother. We'll see you then. Thanks. Bye. There you go.
Cabin in the woods.
She's up. The little terror is up. Huh? A terror? She is a terror. Should have heard her last night. You looking at me funny, huh? All right. I've had it up on plane for maybe about an hour so far, and got the tabs down. So I'm looking at my fuel numbers here. If I go into here, we're burning 0.4, 58 gallons an hour, which is crazy for this boat. I'm not really sure if that's accurate or not, but that is a lot of fuel. I believe these are D12s, so I'm not sure whether that's the correct fuel burn or not. I called Steve, but he's working. He didn't answer, but I wanted to make sure these numbers were right, or maybe see if there's something going on, but should probably go do an engine room check. I mean, she's running fine. There's no codes or anything, but she's just burning a ton of fuel. Didn't expect this boat to be burning that much at 20, 23 miles an hour or something like that. I'm only doing 1,800, 1,850 RPMs. You know, it's kind of weird, but if that's the case at 0.4, then we're probably going to be going slow more than I thought. I don't want to eat them out of house and home with the fuel bill. I mean, it's one thing if it's 0.6, 0.7, but 0.4, woo, we're fueling daily at 0.4. Some beautiful scenery on the Tennessee. Those houses on the bank. Definitely be cool to own something like that. Yeah, this is a V-drive boat, so those engines are pushed all the way pretty close to the stern, and the reason they do that is to get more cabin space and a better layout. So they sacrifice performance and they sacrifice the engine room a little bit so they can put more in the more interior cabin space, you know, a third stateroom, all that. But yeah, they're pretty far back in the stern, so it rides a little bow high, and they're D12, so they're big engines. That's probably why we're getting 0.4. If the boat was a direct shaft, a straight shaft boat, and the motors were more center, it might do a little bit better on economy and speed. But you know, this boat's really, I'd say, probably not designed to be running on plane all the time anyway. Just keep it going slow. It's designed for, you know, the loop and stuff like that. Slow cruising. I mean, we're getting about a mile to the gallon at hull speed, about 10 miles an hour, 8.5 knots. Watts bar lock, Watts bar lock. Watts bar lock, Watts bar lock. Huh, maybe they're on 16. Watts bar lock, Watts bar lock.
Let's see, I'm coming to get you.
Copy that. Well, we just came through all of Watts Bar Dam Lake, or Watts Bar Lake, which was really pretty. Cool lake. I don't know, I'd say it was about 10, 15 miles long, something like that. But if you look over at this dam, it looks like a cliff. I mean, pretty incredible. I'm kind of excited to see the backside. I mean, like we're looking at like the top of the next mountain over there, which is kind of cool. He's opening the gate right now, so let's go ahead and approach. Got the Watts Bar power plant over there. See the smokestacks. Coming into the chamber. Yeah, we're going down a fair amount. I don't know how much we're going down, but I haven't looked it up. Looks like we're gonna go down a lot. We're coming up to the middle pin, the number 100 pin. You got to come into the wall at a 45. A little starboard forward, one more. Got to start managing my speed here. Stop it right there, get my thrusters on. And I will stop it right there. Push it over with the thruster a little bit just to make it easier for him.
I'm ahead about 3 feet. 2 feet. Stop it right there.
And we are secure. We are secure. Out of the lock we go. Thought my camera was on 2 seconds ago, but it wasn't. We'll We'll see if we can do about 30, 40 more miles before sunset. Find us an anchorage down there in Chickamauga Lake. There's a bunch of marinas in Chickamauga, but we need to stay on the hook tonight. Keep this train rolling. All right. That is a nuclear plant?
So you want a picture of that?
That-
Okay.
What's your cat?
Hey, come to port. Come to port. Those are grains. Those need to be on your right. Lake Chickamauga. Chattanooga is just to the south of us. We got to go through the Chickamauga Lock and Dam tomorrow, but we're going to find an anchorage up here. The lake is 5 feet down, so on my chart this anchorage says it's in 10 to 15 feet of water, and the lake's 5 foot down. So gonna have to be a little careful coming into this anchorage and make sure that we got enough under the boat without hitting a tree stump or something like that in this creek. It's called Grasshopper Slough over here on our port side, left descending bank. I've seen 6 feet under the boat. We're in 10 feet now, so it's dropping off. And this is Grasshopper Slough. We're just gonna stick it in this cove here. I got more depth, but what you gotta be mindful of is right here on the chart, you know, these numbers are at full pool. So it says 13 feet right there at full pool, but the lake's 5 foot down. So you gotta take that off. And then if you got 5-6 feet under the boat, you just got to worry about what they call flooded timber or just logs and stumps that could be sticking up. Usually your chart will say that if there's like a problem like that, but you just got to be careful, especially on a lake that you're not familiar with, that could have a lot of standing timber that you're not aware of. I mean, this is a creek bed right here, so last thing you want to do is bump a prop on a log. 14 feet now, 15 feet. So I'm just gonna tuck it behind this point, drop the anchor, and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna actually just stop it 15 feet under the boat. We're just behind that point. I'm gonna put out about 50 to 60 foot of chain. Probably don't even need that, to be honest. I'm gonna just bump it in reverse really quick. Let it stick itself. I mean, it's obviously super calm, so not really worried about too much. But in 2 days we have an 80% chance of rain, so a storm could come or something like that in the night. You never know. I think she just caught. Yep. Put a little bit more out just for fun. And that's day one. Let's see how much we did. We We did 86 nautical miles.
Y'all ready to go down?
Yeah.
Y'all staying down or y'all coming back up later?
We're staying down.
Staying down.
We're making our way all the way to Illinois.
6 foot, roughly. Give or take. If you guys run anything, feel free to give us a call at any time. Try to help you out this weekend.
Thank you.
Bearcat is on its way up. It's going to have 8 boards, but so be careful when you see them. Okay?
Oh, sweet.
Is that good? All right, y'all be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 56 feet. Whoop. Not quite there yet, but over you can see the line.
Stay in there sleeping. Security guard here. Those ones that built all this in the southeast. Also built through Yacht. There's several in the state of Tennessee. I can't call all their names. There's several.
Should have been filming anyways. So cool.
Oh yeah. Appreciate the quick walk, bud. Y'all have a good one.
Sure, you'll be safe.
Being a mom on a boat is very interesting if you did not grow up on a boat, so we are learning. But Harper just woke up from her nap. Figured I'd take you guys in her little room and you guys can wake up with her, but she's crying, so hold on. Hi! Hey! How you doing, my girl? Do you want to go see everyone? Oh, yes. Hey. All right. boat, so it's not set up how I would normally do it for her, but she's able to sleep and take her little nappies. So that's all that matters. All right. Yeah, there we go. Do you have something to say? We'll get your smiles later. Yeah, life on the boat.
Good morning, guys. We are wrapping up some breakfast, bacon and eggs. Can you see Little Harbor? She had her eggs and sausage and bacon. We're wrapping up Chickamauga Lake, coming up to Chickamauga Lock right now. Hoping to get past Lake Gunnersville today. We got about 90 miles to Lake Gunnersville. Maybe we can get a little bit past that, and then that'll make it one more day to Pickwick. And then we can start heading north to Grand River. So that's the plan. Let's get this lock open and see what's going on. Chickamauga Lock, Chickamauga Lock.
Chickamauga here.
Morning, Downbound Pleasure Craft, just coming around the bend. Wanted to see when your next opening is.
Yeah, switch to channel 14 and I'll get it ready for you. Have you locked here before?
No, sir, I have not.
All right, let's go to 14.
1-4. Got you on 1-4.
Alright, so there's going to be 2 yellow pins on the left side and 2 yellow right pins, or one's on the left side and 2 on the right. So either of those 4 pins will work just fine. You'll see the top to one of those. But I'll get it ready for you and give you a light and a horn.
Copy that. We'll do a starboard side yellow pin. He's getting it ready for us. Can't see it right now, but we are coming up on Chattanooga, Lookout Mountain. So this will be a pretty scenic day cruising down through here. Couldn't ask for much better weather. We got underway about 7:30 this morning. I pulled the anchor while everybody was asleep. Got us moving. Talked with the owner Steve last night about his fuel burn and all that fun stuff. So we both agreed that I'm not gonna put it on plane as much as I thought I was gonna put it on plane on this trip, just because of the fuel burn. If it is burning that 0.4 at $6 a gallon for diesel, so just to keep it, just to do a little quick math for you. So if we go 500 miles, let's say we go 300 miles on plane, which is about half this trip up to the Illinois River, divided by 0.4 miles to the gallon. That's 750 gallons at, let's call it an average of $6 a gallon. That's $4,500 in diesel just to run it half of the trip on plane. Whereas I could go this speed for the rest of the trip and almost get there in one tank. Definitely a tank and a half, and or definitely 2 tanks, maybe a tank and a half. So, you know, we had this conversation. It's almost cheaper just to pay me at right now an extra day or two and less hard time on the equipment to get it home, to get it up there, just because of these diesel prices and because of the mileage that I'm seeing, the fuel burn that I'm seeing on this boat. So these are the kind of things that you got to walk through on this delivery stuff to just figure out what is the most sensible thing to do and what makes the most sense for the owner's wallet. There's Lookout Mountain right over there. Kind of see it in the background. Chickamauga Lock. Now we got to go down to, oh, what's the next lock? I forgot. Yeah, Nickajack Lock and Dam. That's probably in like 30 miles, but there's the dam back there. Right, Hoba? Haha. Jordan's getting lessons. Chattanooga. Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's Lookout Mountain. The old folks getting their miles in. This boat doesn't have autopilot, so we're taking turns. What a nice day. Downtown Chattanooga. I bet there's some cool boats over there. What are these quaint freshwater marinas up here? They hold some pretty nice boats. Almost like a Broward. And that center dock right there. Little burger. Tennessee. I'm a big fan of Tennessee. We've been going up to around the Knoxville area, a place called Windrock and Brimstone, and ride side-by-sides, TWRA state land up there for many years since I was a kid. We really enjoy coming up to Tennessee. Honestly, if I didn't have to make living on the water, I might live in Tennessee one day. Or I might just have a second home up there. That would be pretty cool. Get off up there and stay a month or so and escape from the craziness of Florida every once in a while and get lost in the woods. It is beautiful up here. And there's Lookout. Not sure what this guy's doing. He just started turning toward us. That was kind of odd. Guess he's trying to get spun around here. We are in the valley now.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It just goes straight up on either side.
Oh, they got the Grand Canyon up south.
There's a lot of history at Hales Bar. That was made out of limestone and it was bad quality, and that caused a lot of the deaths, the 109 deaths during construction. Yeah. So why not turn it into a bar and a tour of paranormal activity?
Spooled it up a little bit for the jet skiers. Let them have a little fun. Oh, that was a good one. Nice.
We got a bass fishing out here. I can move this way.
He's happy. Look, he's all amped up now. He sees the camera out. He's like, watch out. This other guy can't figure it out. There he comes.
Get her, boy. That's a pretty good jump.
He is. That's the second time he stopped. All right, we made it to Lake Gunnersville. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're pulling into Goose Pond Marina here. Goose Pond, if we spend over 175 gallons worth of fuel, then we get a free transient slip. So, done deal. We're staying here. What do you think, Harbour? You ready to get on some land? Another reason we're stopping tonight is there is a bad front of thunderstorms coming across the country from west to east tonight, and it's going to start raining pretty hard tonight, and it says it's going to rain all day tomorrow. That's what it says, 100% chance. So we're going to have to do something tomorrow. I just don't know what or when or how bad the rain will be, but I didn't want to be out in the hook and take the chance on some crazy thunderstorm popping up on us, especially with a free dock. So we'll just get some fuel and call it a day. What? I don't know, probably not right now, but it looks like some sort of a dredge.
That's exactly what it is.
I think you're gonna put it on the inside, like behind that boat.
Yeah, they sit on the inside of the gas dock. I heard you talking to them.
Got 10 feet to the dock. Keep coming back. Need you to move over to the dock. You got 5 feet. Lower, babe. Kick the stern over. All right, stop it right there.
Marina office.
This is called the Docks Restaurant at Goose Pond. Pretty cool little place. See, the food's good. What's going on, everybody? Look who I got here. Ooh, yeah, Charlie, don't be messing up here, bro. I got Charlie company with me. Figured I'd go ahead and wrap that video up with the first leg of that trip. So we, my parents and Harbor and I, my parents, Jordan Harbor and I, we did the entire Tennessee River. We ended up finishing that trip all the way to Kentucky Lake and leaving this boat at Green Turtle Bay Resort in North Kentucky Lake. I did not film the entire trip of the Tennessee River, just thought it was enough river for you guys to see. It was pretty straightforward, really, especially once you turn the corner and start running north up the Tennessee. But after Pickwick, got the boat up to Green Turtle, and we had a bunch of bad thunderstorms. The Midwest was flooding, essentially. The Mississippi River level was up at around 32 feet, 28 to 32 feet, something like that. A lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms, and I had to have a hard conversation with the owner and just say, hey, this is not a great time to finish this trip and bring this boat 3 days, roughly about 250 miles up the Mississippi, up to St. Louis with these kind of conditions. You got debris and logs, and not to mention just the heavy current that is coming down the river. Not to mention the Lockport Lock was closed until May 19th, and that's what we're doing now. So Charlie came to help me finish this trip out. We're back on the 500. We're actually cruising up the Mississippi. How fast are we going? 7 miles an hour?
6.2.
Okay, 5 knots. We're going 5 knots right now. Apparently every time I come up here, it's gonna be bad weather. We have bad weather now. It is blowing, it's rainy. It's been raining pretty much all day. It just finally let up. Are we far enough away from that?
I think so. We had a boat right there.
Oh, we just passed a tow. Look at that. And we're getting this thing up there. It's probably gonna be another 7 days. And we got no autopilot. We're steering this thing up current. It is an absolute little bit of a mess. But I'm editing this video while we're finishing this trip. So hopefully this video will be out here in 2 weeks. And you guys can see the Mississippi River, the Illinois River into Chicago. also Lake Michigan up to Mackinac City. So looking forward to finishing up this video with old Charlie Company here.
Heck yeah.
We're making our way upriver. Hope you enjoyed that video with my family. Definitely enjoyed having them on the boat. It's a lot more work to have them on the boat, but I definitely enjoy having my little girl and my parents and Jordan on there as well. So thanks so much for watching. You got what you dropping there.
Sorry.
Thanks so much for watching. You know the drill. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed the material, if you enjoyed the content. We're going to continue up the Mississippi. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than 2.5, 3 days at this 5-knot speed that we got going on here. Appreciate all y'all watching. We'll see you next week. We gone.